Hi, this is Anders, and representing myself, Aditi, and Bazudha, and I'm going to be giving you a quick overview on how to use our system. So, we'll go ahead and refresh here. You have the loading screen. As we're retrieving some of the data from our database, it takes a few seconds, especially for the first load. So we have a little spinner here. And then once you're in, you're dropped into our global choropleth, and this represents sentiment information, positive and negative. We originally had a kind of a green and red color scheme, but we changed it to green and orange. We didn't want to confuse anybody with red, since in the United States that's associated with the Republican Party. So you can see here, you can hover over the different countries, and it shows you some basic information about the number of tweets over the past 7 days and the number of positive and number of negative tweets, and gives you kind of the breakdown there. If you click on a specific country, it takes a second again to load. Now America is kind of interesting because there's no negative countries according to the sentiment analysis that we did, or not countries, states. So that's kind of interesting. Then we have some basic statistics on the left that we gathered from Wikipedia for all the countries. We made a script to do that. Just some demographics and things like that. You can come in and look at how the sentiment analysis has changed over time. You can brush and zoom on that. This shows the sentiment polarity. Positive polarity is above the 0, and then negative polarity. And then you also have the date over the past 7 days down here on the x-axis. Then we can also look at the counts. This is the number of tweets per hour for the United States over the past 7 days. So you can kind of see the daily patterns here, and you can see trends and spikes as different things are tweeted about, different events happen. It causes spikes to happen. So like this is about 2,000. I haven't investigated to see what that is. When the missiles were launched a couple weeks ago, it spiked up to 9,000 for a couple days. So it's kind of interesting to see that. You can also look at the top words over the past week. This is encoded in size. More tweets during the past week for that word, the bigger the bubble, and you can hover to see the actual number. And then this is my favorite. You have the heat map for those words that were broken down over the week. This shows you how they're distributed over the course of those days. So for example, we come back over here, you see Trump, and Ivanka is his daughter. And if we look here, you can kind of see for Trump, people weren't talking about him as much earlier, and then just the last couple days they have been. And then Ivanka, she was kind of nowhere to be seen in tweets concerning refugees. And then all of a sudden, bam, she's getting a couple thousand a day. And if you go and look at the news, if you Google that, you'll find that she has been in the news recently associated with refugees, and she's actually been disagreeing with Trump about them, which is kind of interesting to sort of, we found our tool to be really useful for giving you a starting place to look at things to search for. Like you find out these are the words, this is what's going on, here's the spike, and then you go and search during that time period, and you can find out what was going on, which is pretty cool. You can also hover over the states to see the breakdown of counts by state. Got about 2,000 over the past week in Arizona. And let's see, you can do the home button. It takes you back to the main global choropleth. You can drill down, look at a different country. Australia's got a bit more of a mix, similar stats that you can view. Over there, I think they have the Sack Dutton hashtag. Dutton, I believe, is their Minister of Immigration or something like that, and they're really mad at him for something. I don't remember why. So you can kind of see that that's what they've been tweeting about this week, and particularly early in the week. And one thing you'll notice is that America has far more tweets than Australia. We tweet way more here than any other country. So I think that's basically it.